funky head gestures.
All right. You ready for this, Carrie?
I'm always ready.
All right.
Not sure it's good news, but it's always ready.
Oh, you'll be fine. All right, here we go. A 3, a 2, a 1. I think that's how it goes.
1, 2. Yeah,
Yeah, whichever way. I don't know.
Whichever direction.
We are here at the 2017 CU's CEO Executive Team Network gathering of like-minded people, and we have one right here in the studio lounge.
Woo!
Carrie Wolfong from Co-op Financial Services. How are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you.
It's been decades, you know,
Well,
but it seems
4
like
months.
yesterday.
It was. A couple months ago.
A couple months ago, indeed. Hey, you were just on a payments panel, or you're
was.
going to be on a payments.
I was just on a payments panel.
Okay, just. So what happened in there? Anybody get out of control, or was it
nobody got hurt?
Everyone's polite?
Everyone was polite.
Got hurt?
I think the biggest thing that we came out is there's no silver bullet. Lots of opportunities, but how do you manage to make it a unique experience for your credit unions? So we really talked a lot about fraud, experience, how do we engage the membership on a local level. So really good panels. So we had a person from Visa, obviously from Co-op, PSCU, and CISCU. So we had a really good cross-pollination of industry folks that really know and care about the members.
Right.
So
Gosh, I wish I would have been a fly on the wall in that room. That would have been awesome. Gosh, I missed it.
Next time.
Next time I'll get it.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think it was just really well. And then Steve Williams did the moderating, and he's phenomenal.
Steve.
Yes.
We all know Steve.
Yes, he makes us
The
all look
Energizer
good.
Bunny, yes.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
So, were there a couple of takeaways from the discussion in there that that credit unions can really use and kind of implement right away, or down the road, or?
I think the big thing is co-creation, and don't think you have to do it all alone. So how do you partner? So it's not now a matter of build by, but build by partnership, and look at your fintech. Think of payments more broadly. Think of your digital strategy, how it supports your member experience and engagement, and it's really a continuity. And don't think of payments as cards, ACH, but start bringing them all together so you have a holistic view. It's how you're going to get some data analytics out of it. So how you're going to get the right rewards program for your credit union membership. So it's how do you start going through the list systematically, but I think most importantly, know your members so that you're getting the right level of technology. Somebody yesterday on another panel I thought was brilliant. They talked about if your membership's 57 years old on average, P2P probably isn't where you want to spend a lot of time and energy. And I loved that analogy because everyone's chasing the next thing. They're hearing Venmo, they're hearing the Zelle and all these other technologies.
Apple's come out with P2P as well. It's like
everybody's got
everybody. You're right.
Right. So just make sure that your membership cares about it, and so you're not putting resources someplace that it's not valuable.
Did the pays come up at all? Like Samsung Pay, Android Pay, Apple Pay?
They all came up, and it was technology. It's just another channel and distribution channel for a card payment. So
well, one of the big issues that at least what I hear is how does a credit union be the top card in their pay?
Top of wallet.
Yeah, top of wallet.
So in my mind, it's back to that 3 intersection. How do you have the right offer at the right time with rewards, supported by business analytics, and make sure that you have a seamless experience from a fraud perspective? Because the other statistic is if you get denied at a point of contact from your card, if it's what they call a false positive, so you go in and they've shut you down for some reason, the likelihood that you're going to use that card in the future, slim to none.
Remote.
And so you've got to balance your risk and maybe start thinking about your risk modeling a little bit differently than you have historically.
Okay, very cool. What's the outlook look like for the rest of this year and in 2018 as far as payments goes? I mean, this is such a moving target. I mean, if there's ever a crystal ball out there, I don't know if you can, because it's moving so rapidly, so quickly these days.
I think it's all of the things we just talked about, and how do you support those technologies. Money 2020 here in Vegas is in a couple of weeks. Same issue, right? And what we find is that everyone has a really slick technology, but let's not forget, as a financial institution, you're the ones that move the money. So they need you, and so how do you use their technology to scale for yours? So it's a symbiotic relationship, because they need you as much as you need them, potentially. But again, make sure you know your marketplace, and make sure you know your members, so that you're not chasing every technology. Blockchain was brought up again as an ongoing technology, and where do we, where do you stand? And I think we all said, keep an eye on it, do some slow integration or testing and pivoting around it, but not necessarily move. And and it's really not a payment disruptor in today's world. It's more about, maybe a use case of identity. So Ledger and some of the others are pursuing that avenue. But it's just another one that's been hot. Everyone's got to get involved in blockchain. And it's until there's a fiduciary and until there's a way to do kind of the speed, payments really aren't on the top of the list for, at least in our view of the technology. But again, identity in a closed loop environment.
Oh, identity. Was the Equifax thing brought up at all? I mean, that's kind of like on the peripheral of payments type of thing, but just out of curiosity.
Yeah, absolutely. So Equifax, we're leading. So EMV has done a good job, and it's kind of moved and shifted in the timeline we all expected, right? Card not present was the next place that they saw this
big
huge
spike. Was there a
well,
spike
they're looking for this huge risk, and we're seeing some spike, but not that huge spike that they were. It's coming. I think it's probably a delayed reaction.
Oh, okay.
And Celeste from Visa was mentioning, she goes, yeah, we just haven't seen that take off quite yet. But what is, Equifax brings a perfect point. It's account takeover. It's very, very much about the risk. So where we're spending a lot of energy is how do you enroll and then authenticate your membership in everything that you do? And if people say, where are you at with biometrics? Where are you at with all of these other pieces? I would come back and say, biometrics, it's that layered approach again, but you still have to know on the enrollment that it's you and it's me, and so that nut hasn't been cracked yet. So that's where we're all striving for and coming up with the approach to get after.
Gotcha. What are you guys doing in this area? Just to kind of give you guys a quick plug.
Oh, I appreciate it. So, again, a layered approach. We're looking into biometrics. It's IVR. How do you have some voice recognition components of it? We've got machine learning that's top of mind, and we're spending a lot of time and energy on because, again, it pivots and learns and can anticipate where fraud might.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's a little scary.
I mean, even Alexa now is doing voice recognition. It can recognize different voices in your family and
or in your head. I'm waiting for that one.
That's another show.
Okay, sorry. Maybe that's Frasier. That was a Frasier episode. So yeah, we're spending a lot of time and energy in those areas of, again, it's a layered approach, and it depends on the distribution channel as well. But then how does it all pull together? And we're also looking at how do we bring in data, external data, and all of your member data, so it's not just cards standalone, but for example, ACH, your loan portfolio, all of the data elements so that you can start looking at trends, because there are behaviors that you'll find maybe in one pocket of your portfolio that will bleed over into the next. So it's really about the aggregation of data. So spend a lot of time and energy on that.
Oh boy, exciting times indeed.
Thank you.
Carrie, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Always enjoy it.
Yeah, so much fun and education as always, and it will never stop changing. So
I know. Let's hope not. We'll all be bored.
Exactly.
Take care.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Thanks,
Thank
Carrie.
you.
Excellent.
Yay.